Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for episode 38. I think we're going to 38. Yeah? No? Maybe? Yeah, 38. Okay. Yeah, what do we got this week?
We got an Instagram contest. You got to explain that one for me.
You're actually useless. Holy shit. So, we got nominated for Best MMA Page of the Year by you people. You kept throwing our name in there to MMA Islands. They had a poll or they had like something going on their page where you had to nominate what page you wanted. And then we had top 4 votes. So we got moved to the top 4 poll, which got put on Twitter. And you guys rallied for the cause. You're sharing the post, tweeting, telling everybody else to tweet, telling people to make accounts to tweet. It got reckless, got crazy. Things happened, and we came on top like Rocky from Rocky 4. We took down Drago.
And I
all
slept.
those pages. Yeah, because you do nothing to contribute.
No.
Do you know how many followers some of those pages had, man? Some had over 50,000. We were going in there with 800.
Oh, guess what?
We were like 300, man. We stood strong.
The
hot gates.
The hot gates.
And undefeated.
So we won.
We won.
We number one.
If you go check out our Instagram bio right now.
We number one.
If you check out our Instagram bio.
I know. I seen it. I tweeted it out.
Okay, good.
God, I'm on my Twitter all the time. You guys
stick
off that Instagram. I stick to the Twitter. 710 followers.
Okay, guys, go follow him on Twitter because he's not doing very well. So I got to promote for him now.
Yeah.
And then now we have over 1,000 followers on Instagram. People are showing love to the YouTube. I think this video has like 200 views, which is pretty good. We haven't broke 200 in a while since the interview with the Hurricane.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's going good.
It's going good.
It's going good.
Let's get into it. What do we got?
I'm a little upset with you right now.
Why?
It's all good.
Why?
Bashing the Brady. Getting me off overnights.
Brady Bash 2020. It's coming in strong.
All right, recaps. We had some Jacobs versus Sanchez.
Nope. We had Jacobs versus Chavez. But nice try. So on Friday night, we had Julio Cesar
Diego Sanchez.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. taking on Danny Jacobs in Jacobs' first fight at super middleweight. Did you watch it?
I seen the highlights. I seen him leave, but it went in the 5th round.
So there was controversy leading into this fight to begin with. Chavez was supposed to get tested for a drug test in Nevada. He ran out of the gym and avoided the test because he hadn't signed for the fight yet. So technically, VADA can't test you unless you're signed to fight. I guess that's how it works. So his loophole is, oh no, like I'm not an athlete right now. I'm not in camp. You can't test me. So he ran out of the wildcard boxing gym, avoided that. So Nevada banned him from fighting in there until that gets cleared. So they moved to Arizona. Then he misses weight by like 5 pounds. So he came at like 173 or something at the scheduled 168-pound limit. Mm-hmm. So he had to give over a ton of his purse to Jacobs for that. And then we're having a close fight, 4 or 5 rounds in. He said he broke his nose. There's speculation that his hand got hurt. Something happened. He was saying that Jacobs like elbowed him or something. And he just quit. He quit on Friday in the corner. What it comes down to is he is not even a shell of his dad. He doesn't deserve the last name Chavez. It's a joke. It's pathetic. He keeps getting these chances because he's his dad's son.
He's a former champion, though.
They gifted him a belt because he's a Mexican legend's son. So they're like, oh, Chavez, cool. Let's get him a belt and it looks good on us. So they gave him the belt. They stripped Martinez and they had him fight for a vacant belt. You didn't break your arm. You didn't break your hand. You didn't break your nose. You broke your fucking vagina. Don't come back. We don't want to see you again. We're sick of you. We're sick of you, Chavez. You're not your dad. You're not even close to your dad. Change your damn name.
You know that's the second time he's quit?
Yeah, I think he's quit a few times.
He quit against Fedor?
No, Fonfera. Yeah.
So he quit in that fight too.
Next, I don't even want to talk about
Poor Jacobs.
Sick of this guy. And then they were throwing garbage on Jacobs in the ring like he did something wrong. What's he supposed to do?
Nothing.
But
we did have some Bellator this week. The first card. I mean, we got AJ McGee.
Didn't the main event get...
Yeah, Josh Burnett had an illness. He got sick, so he couldn't fight. So it was just a shit show of a card.
And that was supposed to be his first fight back since the whole...
2016 archery fight, so...
Since the drugs thing, right?
Since the drugs.
So he keeps... his career keeps having these crazy hills and valleys, mostly valleys, couple
just
hills.
Retired, go to pro wrestling.
How old is he now?
42.
He was a big favorite in that fight.
Well,
win that.
I would hope so.
Who was the dude he was fighting?
That's why he was a favorite.
Yeah.
Next.
McKee had a nice submission.
Nice
victory.
submission.
Stays
No,
undefeated.
it was a decision.
No,
He fought Campos, and it was a decision.
Oh, okay.
Campos actually won the second round.
And then we had on Saturday Night Bellator.
McFarlane.
How'd she do?
She won by 5 rounds, demolished to
Just nerd bash?
Yeah, just beat her up. Beat up someone without a wiki page. You know how it is. So
Bellator doing Bellator things.
Bellator doing Bellator things. Who's this girl getting a championship when she doesn't even have a wiki page?
I mean, Bellator doing Bellator things.
That's how
What
it goes.
was the co-main event?
On that fight, I couldn't even tell you.
Next.
I did not pay attention to any of the Bellator. But we did have a good UFC card that I woke up at 5 a.m.
You watched this?
Yeah.
Wow, I respect that. Okay.
I woke up. Of course I did. I am happy, but I was surprised. They were kind of happy though. But Jourdain, he fought the returning Du Hoi Choi, and Du Hoi Choi he only was able to fight because it was in Korea.
Why? What happened?
Because he is under obligation. Because he's remember when Korean Zombie couldn't fight because he was military? So he was only allowed to take this fight because it was in Korea because he's not allowed
to get drafted to the military and they're like, you can't fight unless it's in our country.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Korea doing Korea things.
So he can't fight for probably another 2 years. That being said, he got knocked out.
Did he?
Again, yeah.
I didn't even watch the card. I only watched the
26 years old, prospect, was supposed to be the next big featherweight, the next Korean Zombie. Gets knocked out by Canadian, Jourdain. Okay. So shout out to those Canadians knocking out those...
Knocking out who?
Other fighters.
Okay, continue.
And then we had in the co-main, which this was the fight I even out of the main event, I was most excited for.
Because Ozdemir and Rakic, right?
Yeah, and I want to talk about this a lot.
Okay.
Very controversy in a lot of people's mind, but Ozdemir beat Alexander Rakic, who was another prospect in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
And about a year ago in the light heavyweight division, they were saying it's new breath. There's all these new fighters. And there's 3 names coming up. There was Rakic, Walker, Reyes.
Okay.
2 of them just got beat.
Right.
Demolished.
Yeah.
Well, not demolished, but one who got demolished.
Yep.
And now we only have Reyes. So really...
And we're about to lose Reyes. Real bad, real quick.
Yeah.
To Johnny Bones Jones.
So it was a close fight. But
who'd you have winning?
I had 2-1 Ozdemir, but...
Okay, so then what do you mean? How's it controversial?
A lot of people thought Rakic won, like tons.
Rakic has a following. They want him to win. They're going to see it the way... I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't say, but I guarantee... Ozdemir is the kind of guy that's not going to get the benefit of the doubt. We've seen that against Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, he said, I'm not getting screwed out of another decision, and he wants Reyes next, so win or lose.
Yeah.
Which, give him Reyes if he loses to John. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And in the main event...
You want me to talk about this one?
I don't know. Might tear up a little bit. No, I knew he was going to lose this fight.
No, you didn't. You picked Frankie to win.
From the heart.
I told you Korean Zombie was going to eat his face.
But I knew the brain. The heart wanted Frankie to win. You can't go against your favorite fighter.
I mean, you got to make picks. If you had to bet your life on it, you would not have picked Frankie. That's what I'm saying. So just call it like that. Call it how it is.
Okay.
We all knew that the Terry Fox looking Frankie Edgar. What the hell did he have on his head? The Napoleon Dynamite haircut.
He looked a lot smaller too. He was obviously.
I told you he's getting his face eaten in the first round. They sent an American legend over there to exterminate some zombies, and he became a snack. That's what happened. He wasn't the man for the job. He wasn't Captain America. It is what it is.
And people are saying, give him Volkanovski next. And I'm like, whoa, Jose.
You don't want to see that fight?
It's not fair because Yair Rodriguez has beat him on this streak. And they both haven't lost since then.
I mean, let's be honest. Max Holloway's getting that rematch to begin with.
Boo.
Max Holloway deserves a rematch.
He deserves it.
14 straight in the weight division, he gets the rematch. After that, because in the meantime, Yair Rodriguez and Zombie will have a fight.
And Volkanovski will win.
And then whoever looks more impressive gets the next title shot. That's the way it's
Where's the beat?
Yeah, Zabit doesn't look great. I'd rather see Yair or a Zombie fight for it than him. All right, what do we got next?
You'll have to explain this one, but I'm a little interested. So, Harrison versus Charlo, too.
Okay, we had Tony, Superbad Harrison, Detroit native. It's a sick name, Superbad Harrison.
Superbad Harrison.
And then Iron Man, Jermell Charlo, the little Charlo brother.
The better Charlo.
No, the big Charlo's the better Charlo. Come on now. And then, so little Charlo lost his belt to Harrison December last year, so almost a year ago. And their fight got postponed. It was supposed to be earlier this year, so on. Stuff happened. It happened Saturday night. Harrison came in as the slight underdog, which surprised me. He won the first round. He lost second round because he got dropped at the end, which he was doing great work in the second round. And then pretty much every round through the remainder of the fight to the 11th round, Harrison was getting the better of the exchanges. And it was not like the first fight. The first fight, Harrison's off the back foot, all jabbing all night, just touched him with the jab, snapped his head back with the jab, moving, lateral movement. Harrison walked him down. Charlo was the one on the back foot. It was a very interesting stylistic change. Then 11th round, Harrison's having a hell of a round, busting his head up with uppercuts, good body work. He was doing nasty left hooks all night. Gets caught out of nowhere. Clean right hand, buckles his legs, goes down. Gets back up. Gets hit again with another right hand. Goes back down, or goes against the ropes. Looks like the ref jumps in to stop the fight. And then he kind of falls down the ropes and goes down. So the ref counts. For some reason he counted. It's that same ref that did the Tyson Fury count for Wilder. So that dude will give you the benefit of the doubt, man. He's like, that guy's crazy. You're like, oh, cold. He's like, whatever, I'm going to keep counting. Gets back up. Then Charlo gets him in the corner. He's covering up. And he's not getting hit at this point. He's catching all on his gloves. And then the ref stops the fight. I'm like, if you're going to stop the fight, why don't you stop when his head's getting snapped back on the ropes? He's falling into the ropes, can't even stand up straight. Why are you going to stop when he's blocking shots? I'm not mad that he got stopped because it probably should have been stopped earlier. But the point when he got stopped was bad stoppage. Should have been early in the fight, in the round. It's too bad. I want to see the trilogy. With PBC, you probably won't. Charlo said in his post-fight interview that he's on to bigger and better things. You barely got by. But what do you mean bigger and better things? Go win the trilogy so you could actually say you're the better fighter. You were getting your ass kicked for 24 rounds, almost. Because you fought 23 rounds with this guy. Trilogy. It has to be. We need a definitive winner. That's my take on that.
It is what it is. Trilogy. Won't happen.
It won't happen, unfortunately, because Charlo's a way bigger name than Harrison.
Yeah. But we do have Tank versus Gamboa.
Okay, I want to talk to the Coleman event first. So we have John Pascal, the interim light heavyweight champion, taking on Badou Jack in his first fight back since. Remember he had that cut on his face, Badou Jack?
Oh, that was horrible.
That ridiculous gash on the middle of his face. So it was his first fight back since then. Should be a war. Pascal only knows how to throw his bombs, doesn't know how to defend, doesn't know how to throw a jab. He's going to come and take off Badou Jack's head. Badou's definitely the technically better fighter. He'll be doing good work, but I can see him getting clipped a lot. He doesn't hit as hard and doesn't go for broke like Pascal does. I'm leaning towards Pascal, and it's a pretty 50-50 fight. I don't know where the odds are, but I'm leaning towards Pascal in a close decision win.
Okay.
Gervonta Davis steps up to lightweight. I believe his fight's at lightweight. Vacated his belt. Taking on Yuriorkis Gamboa. It's a good fight.
Isn't Gamboa getting a little old now?
Yeah, he's a little long in the tooth. He's got some gray hairs. But at least it's a name. It's a step up from what we've been seeing from Tank.
That's good.
Beating up these cab drivers, these Uber drivers, these freaking
the pies.
These guys that crossing guards. I'm sick of it.
Oh god.
They're doing Bellator things with Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It should be a Gervonta win by knockout late, but look for Gamboa to win rounds, push him a little bit.
Absolutely. It's nice to see him actually fight someone who is
a notable name that can actually fight back.
But what I'm excited for, guys, this week is we have a really big card. I'm excited for MMA. But we do have the crossover promotion of Bellator in Risen.
That's this weekend?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No.
Oh, damn. But we got Fat Page versus the GOAT.
Fat Page.
Rampage.
Oh, okay.
Thicker than a Snicker. Let's start off with that card.
Yeah, what we're starting with?
We're starting off with?
Who?
The Can Crusher. The Pie Crusher. The Cherry Picked Pie Crusher.
Okay, does he got a name?
The Kubrat Pulev Crusher. We got Michael Page.
Michael Venom Page?
Michael Venom Page is kicking off the card, and he is fighting Shinso Azaya.
See, okay, I have no idea who that is. You have no idea who that is. I was listening to some podcasts and people talk about him. Apparently he's a tough dude over there in Risen. I don't know.
11-3.
Yeah, how
he's
old
been
is he?
knocked out. Oh, he's been in the UFC he's a 4-fight veteran.
How old is he?
He is a whole 34.
He's about the same age as Michael Venom Page.
So,
I mean, Michael Venom Page knocks him out, but I mean, at least this guy's got some credibility. He fought in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't just sign him the day before.
Or did they?
Bring him in like some caveman or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is what it is.
I like this fight too. We got Darren Cruikshank, who used to be in the UFC. I like Cruikshank. I don't know if you remember him. He's fighting Gatu Yamachachu.
Do you want me to say that?
Goitai Yamachi. Goitai Yamachi.
Where? Goitai Yamuchi.
I was close.
That's a name.
That's a Pokemon character. But we do have. He has fought Chandler. That's where I remember him in Bellator. So
okay, cool. Next.
We got Kita Nakamura versus Lorenz Larkin.
Next.
You don't like Larkin?
I like Larkin. Cool, but
he's getting the title shot next against Lima. If he wins his fight.
He literally is one trick pony. Whatever. He goes for the knockout. That's it.
How dare you? All right, we got a catchweight fight at 160. Michael Chandler.
Chandler's on this card?
He was supposed to be fighting Benson Henderson in a rematch,
but
Benson didn't get a visa or some shit.
Oh, okay.
And he's fighting Sydney the Outlaw.
Who?
Exactly.
Is he from Red Dead Redemption? Or who the hell is that?
Don't know.
Okay, next.
Sydney Outlaw.
Chandler, smash.
Hulk smash.
Man, why are you doing this cringy shit? Next fight, let's go.
Fedor Emelianenko versus Rampage.
Man, I don't know. I'm leaning towards Rampage, to be honest.
I think Rampage is going to tee him off in the first round.
Like, Fedor technically has the better striking, but his chin is literally made of nothing. Like, there's nothing there. If he gets touched, we saw Ryan Bader touched him with his fingertip.
Make a jab.
Ended his life. Matt Mitrione hit him with a decent right hand. Went to sleep. It all started with Dan Henderson back in the day.
That uppercut underneath.
I got Rampage first round knockout.
I got Rampage first round knockout. And it's for me.
I don't want to see that fight go past the first round because that is two thickies that just can't. No lungs. We don't need to see that.
Rampage is looking huge.
Oh, he's got the titties.
He's got the man titties.
He brought the titties.
Did you see him when he came in the ring looking like Big Shug?
Trying to get that Bader fight?
Yeah. But yeah, that's a decent MMA fight for this weekend.
I mean, I love when Bellator does these, and Risen do these kind of co-promotions. It's good for business.
And you want to talk about some projections for this year?
Yeah. So
big things popping, little things stopping.
First of all, who's your fighter of the year? MMA and then boxing.
Fight of the year.
Fighter, not fight.
I would have to give it to Errol Spence.
Okay.
Because he came up, beat 2 pound for pounds.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
that's good
and he took another championship. So.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
But that's a little bit biased, so.
I respect that opinion. I was first, I was like, wait, yeah, but he beat Mikey Garcia and he beat Sean Porter. That's 2 great wins.
But he did lose to a Ferrari.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But everyone has to take a loss at some point.
Lord have mercy.
It's my favorite boxer, I'm allowed.
Speaking of Errol Spence, he had his first interview since the crash on Saturday night on the Harrison fight. He seems good. He seems healthy.
Good.
MMA.
This one's a tough one for me.
2 names. It's 1 or 2. It's actually 3
I don't think it's Jorge Masvidal at all.
And it's either Amanda Nunes or Israel Adesanya.
You could, in an underrated discussion, you could also put up Volkanovski. The guy did beat Aldo and Holloway in 1 year.
And Mendez.
And Mendez. So that's a huge year.
That is a big year.
I'm going to be a little different and say Volkanovski. Because to me, that's 3 greats.
I like it.
All-Famers.
Okay, boxing, I got to go with Canelo Alvarez. Becoming a 4-weight world champion. And
the new WBC franchise champion.
That doesn't mean that should take points away from him. And he also unified at middleweight against Danny Jacobs, which was a great middleweight. So that's 2 huge wins. You only fought twice this year, yeah. So those are big. I don't think the only other 4-weight world champion right now in boxing, other than Manny Pacquiao, I think is Mikey Garcia. Sensational, and he's doing it at these high weight classes. He went up to the light heavyweight, started his career at 154, moved up to 175. Like that's huge.
And just going back, we also want to do some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Triple C.
How dare you? He's 1C now.
I know 1C, but
Single
he's
C.
got to be up there.
MMA, I'm gonna go with George Masvidal, man. I have to. Why don't you want George? Jorge. Why don't you want fucking Chael Sonnen is rubbing off on me. Jorge Masvidal. I'm sorry, Game Bread. My bad.
He's you know what? He's getting annoying on Twitter. This guy, the baptism and all that stuff. Like,
can I explain why I'm giving Fighter of the Year? He has the greatest knockout in UFC history this year. He was an underdog coming back against Till. He was an underdog coming back again against Askren. And he was a slight favorite against Diaz in a pretty 50-50 fight. And people are forgetting he's a champion now. He's not a world champion, but he's a champion. It's like when you go to the WWE event, there's an Intercontinental Champion, there's a Tag Team Champion, there's all these belts nobody gives a shit about. The Divas Champion.
The 24/7 champion.
Yeah. And now we got the BMF champion. And I want to see what he does with that belt next year. It's going to be entertaining and interesting to see what happens with that. Fighter of the Year.
Yeah. Now, what do you... Let's go with it, and let's go Fight of the Year. I already got mine.
Easy.
Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, Gastelum.
For the interim middleweight championship.
It was a great fight.
That one is number one. There's a couple other really close
Colby
ones.
and
Usman.
Poirier.
Yep. Poirier Max 2.
I enjoyed Stipe versus Cormier 2.
Yep. Yoel versus Costa is up there.
That was a great fight.
Unfortunately, it was only 3 rounds. Yair versus Stevens. Yair versus Zombie. All great. No, Yair Zombie was 2018.
It was a good year for fights.
And then boxing, best fight of the year by far, I have to say, Sean Porter, Errol Spence.
Sean Porter for boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Honorable mention, Derevyanchenko versus Golovkin. Donaire versus Inyao. Absolute war.
Ruiz versus... No, I'm just kidding.
Ruiz versus Joshua 1. Great fight.
Upset of the year.
By far upset of the year. It's like upset of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking, who's fighter of the decade? That's what we should do right now.
I don't think it's an argument.
GSP? John Jones?
Conor McGregor. It's kind of... If you're taking over all aspects, it's not even...
That's why I want to put hands on you.
Why? I've seen already people say he's a fighter of the decade.
Stop.
First 2-division champion? The biggest pay-per-view gate? He broke records. He fought Mayweather, and you're saying that he's not...
And guess what? He hasn't won a fight since 2016, and he came into the promotion.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
You're not taking all aspects.
This is cringy. Show them your tattoo. Show them.
Yeah, no, it's the shirt's tight. These muscles are big. Now, how do you not understand where I'm coming from at all?
Cut it. Cut it there. Cut it. I can't continue that.
No.
All right, so who actually is fighter of the year? Because Brady's pick just didn't make no fucking sense.
I already told you you're going to pick Henry Cejudo. I see how it is.
No, it has to be John Jones. It has to be. He's been killing it since UFC 100.
I guess.
It has to, I mean, he has the drugs stuff going on and whatnot. So if you take that out, then I guess if you want to exclude him because of drug charges, I understand that makes sense. And then it goes to George St. Pierre. 2-weight champion, longest reigning welterweight champion of all time. Look at the names he's beat. Nick Diaz, Johnny Hendricks, Michael Bisping, Carlos Condit, Koscheck, Matt Hughes, BJ Penn. You want me to keep going? Like
Dan Hardy.
That man. It's one of those two. That's the only thing that makes sense. And Amanda Nunes is right there as well. Fighter of the decade in boxing. I don't want to say Floyd Mayweather. He's too inactive. But it'd probably be Floyd Mayweather.
It'd be Floyd. Floyd or Manny. Canelo. Floyd, Manny, or Canelo. It'd be one of those three.
Yeah, it's one of those three. I'm going to say Floyd, I guess.
It had to be Floyd.
Unfortunately. I mean, his last win was against Conor McGregor, but it is what it is to win.
2 fighter decades, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He just said, yeah. I win that one.
All right.
We're going to end it right there.
What do we got?
Fan questions?
Fan questions.
I don't know who this is, but it's these hands. Why do you suck so much? Would you like to answer this, Marshall?
Why would you even give him the time of day, the shine?
I don't know what it is.
Question. This guy's a clown. This guy shouldn't even be allowed in our comments. Next.
That's what I wanted. That brown guy. Who would you like to see Joshua fight first? Wilder or Tyson Fury? And what the result?
I would like to see him fight.
That I was not reading like that. That was how it was.
So who do we want Joshua to fight first, and who do we think wins if they?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'd rather see Joshua fight Fury for the all British showdown at like Wembley. You have 100,000. It'd be insane.
And then Wilder won't be relevant because Fury's gonna wipe that ass.
But who do you think wins? So like, who are you picking? Who do you want Joshua to fight first, Fury or Wilder?
I can't decide till I see the outcome of the rematch.
Okay, well the question you're gonna be vague like that.
I will say Fury.
Fury, and if they fight, I'm leaning towards Fury. I don't think anybody in the division can beat Fury right now,
except Wallen.
Who do you pick, man? Fury? Or
I said Fury.
No, you said except Wallen.
And I said Fury right before that.
God damn.
Rewind.
Next question.
That was from that brown guy.
Next question.
And who's the best meme page in MMA history? Why? Octagon Jones.
Is that Octagon Jones asked that? Honestly, Octagon Jones is my boy. I love him. But my favorite meme pages right now would be Dank MMA 100 and Casual MMA Police. And then Jones probably number 3. But those two are hilarious. You don't know about the MMA Police, do you?
No.
So these guys, they won breakout MFM meme page of the year, actually. What they do is when someone says something stupid in the comments, you tag the MMA Police, and they come in the comments, screenshot it, post it on their story, and write casual right across it. Like, you're under arrest, casual. It's the best. Every time I see it, I die laughing. And they come up with different reasons why you're getting arrested. It's like, for being a shit-talking casual, get in the car. You're doing 25. Okay.
Oh my god.
That would be my favorite meme.
Uncle Chael. What happens to Wilder if he loses to Fury?
I think they run it back.
I don't.
I think winner, like whoever, doesn't matter who wins, they're going to fight again.
After 3 fights in ESPN.
I guess it depends how bad. If Fury knocks
Let's be honest, it depends on the contract.
That's a fact.
Fact.
That's a fact. I think if Fury knocks him out bad, then Wilder will have to like figure something out. He's not going to fight him right away. But if he loses a decision, you'll see a rematch right away.
Yeah. And James McLean, would you rather take a 3-piece of off Nagano or a left hook from James McLean?
Would you rather take a 3-piece off of Ngannou or a left hook off James McLean?
I'd have to say James McLean.
James, you hit like a bitch. I would take it on the chin all day, twice on Sunday, whenever you want.
I'm just saying, I don't know who you are, but like, I don't want to touch that fucking...
Ngannou is not coming near me with those African mitts. I don't need that in my life. I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it for questions.
Aiden had one question actually from Aiden.J.Anderson. He asked if Reyes beats Jones, and then he put in brackets, I don't see it happening. Will Stylebender come up from middleweight to fight Reyes?
No, absolutely not. The guy walks around like 190.
I mean, why not though? Do you think Reyes is? If Reyes beats
Jones,
defending
your belt in a division and so they quit jumping around. It's getting ridiculous. It builds super fights when you're more of a defending champion.
I understand, but if Reyes beats Jones, we know it's going to be from some kind of fluke. He's not going to dominate him for 5 rounds. Let's just call it what it is.
But what did you say about Santos again? He was going to get. I know, but he was going to get smashed in the first round.
Right. Yeah.
So you never know. I see this fight going to decision.
Okay, I don't see that. But if Reyes wins, I could definitely see Stylebender coming up and beating that ass. Because Reyes is not a great fighter in my opinion. He's just not. He's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
That's what. Shout out to Aiden Anderson. He's running our Twitter. I mean, he might as well run our Twitter because you do a shit job of that.
I'm actually doing pretty damn good on it.
He runs our TikTok, and he posts clips from our podcast and other things. We're gonna try to figure out something else to put on there as well. But right now, it's mostly just clips from the podcast. So check that out for us as well.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to add?
I do want to. We got a fight announcement this week of a new title fight. Henry Cejudo was stripped, and it's going to be Benavidez getting his title shot in Norfolk
against Figueiredo.
Yes, something like that.
Should be a decent fight. Benavidez should get it done.
He's beaten everyone, and it's just going to go on Benavidez. He'll go down as the second best flyweight probably, and. They'll take away the division after he wins it. So
it's not even a pay-per-view, is it?
He's beaten Cejudo too.
Is that fight a pay-per-view?
No, it's a free.
Oh, they just don't. They show no love to the 125 pounders.
Can you?
I don't know. I just feel bad. No, I mean, I'm not interested in the division. Unfortunately, I'm not.
I do want to see the Benavidez get a belt.
Yes, he deserves it for sure.
So, he's beating people twice now. It's getting ridiculous.
On that note, guys, have a good Christmas, Happy New Year's, and
get fat, eat the turkey, drink a lot of beer, drink that proper 12 whiskey,
drink the Budweiser.
Budweiser. Oh, I see how it is.
We'll see you in the new year. Peace.